Good day. Today we do a session on breathing awareness. We do a short one that everybody can apply without any problem in any moment. I want to do something very, very short that can be not too much complicated to apply. This is very simple, but at the same time, is profound because it brings us to understand how much our presence can influence in a good way the way we breathe and so the way we feel. Distraction is out of control. With distraction, it's very easy. We are just at the mercy of tension, and we don't really control anything. Breathing goes anyway. Breathing is influenced by many things and goes on even if we don't think about it. But we can think about it and we can control it or shape it or change it. That is the beauty of breath, of respiration. So in this case, instead of using very much position, we use more our awareness, but led by, to say in a very simple way, sending some feedback back to our brain through touch that will guide even more our presence, being somehow more active, and so we can transform the way we breathe and we can make it better just with that. And this is a good example how if we can be relaxed and present normally, everything we do, we can do better, enjoy more, and feel more relaxed, but at the same time, we can be alert and with energy. And so we can somehow face eventual problems or obstacles in our life in a different way. From the point of view of some system of yoga, for example, this is said in Yantra Yoga, that good luck and bad luck we are not just at the mercy of it. But in life, we have good circumstances and not so good circumstances. So what happens if our energy is stable, coordinated, and balanced? If there is a positive circumstance manifesting, then we can take really full advantage of it. Then we can enjoy, we can work with it very well. And if there is some negative circumstance or condition, then we can somehow counteract it. We can work with it in a way that we can reduce the impact that could have on us, like if we were without any defense. But if our energy is unbalanced, is blocked, is weak, then we can have some kind of more problems. If there is a negative circumstance, maybe we can't really try to defend ourselves or to process it in a way that can be less creating problems. And maybe when there is a positive circumstance, instead of having the full advantage of it, we can have just a little bit of this and it's gone more easily, cannot be take full advantage of it. We cannot really enjoy it completely. So more than good luck and bad luck is a matter of being centered in our own condition or not, being harmoniously balanced, or we are not that balanced in the condition of our energy. That also relative to the condition of our humor, so our elements, and all that is the aspect of our energy and subtle energies. This is the one very important principle, not only yoga, but very often in yoga, especially in Yantra Yoga, there is this precise indication. So now we take a position, comfortable, whichever it is, can be also sitting on a chair, anywhere where you can stay, possibly with the back straight, because that is important, having the back straight. Because these days it is more common talking about energy. And we understand energy is not just electricity or what is moving cars, but energy is a very important aspect of creation. And in yoga, somehow the breathing is considered a bridge, something that works with energy, and a bridge of the body and the mind. So when we work with breathing, we can go deeper and deeper in the aspect of our vital energy, we can say. So we remain relaxed, and the back straight already helps coordinating this aspect of energy. And eyes closed or eyes open, doesn't matter. And then we can observe the flow of the breath, how it is the quality of our breath, how it is the movement, where we breathe more, which way we breathe, just trying to observe. For people who already done other sessions, we have done this several times, but now we do it coordinated in a small routine. So observe, and then observe our position. And then observe our mind. Now, if you have to go in detail in defining just a few of the things I said, presence, observing, mind, we can go and infinite, because we are used to have a kind of understanding of what these words means, sometimes also according to our own culture and understanding and things. So there are something we do for normally accepted, not necessarily it is what it looks like, or what, for example, recently has been defined or are trying to define with neuroscience, cognitive psychology, and many other of these recent study about these kind of things. And but more or less we understand what it means. Observe, discover the mind. So it's just, I want to just specify that we are, by language and what we understand, the common sense, more or less have an idea, but not necessarily always correspond with what is really going on. So we just observe our breath, our posture, our mind. So we are conscious, we are present and aware of our condition. we try to discover. And try to remember the easiness or not the easiness of the breath, the movement, the same thing for the spine, the same thing for the mind. Now, we put our hands on the just on the belly button, slightly above the belly button, and just only this, and breathe. Probably you discover that something is changing. You are most probably feeling that you start expanding below. And somehow breathe a little deeper. Then move to the side, the very side, and breathe from the nostrils always. Probably you now experience a wider expansion, but now more to the side. And to the back. And now move the hand with the finger toward the navel, but place more on the side. Not above the navel, not too back, but in the middle. And now observe the breath. And probably you feel really the breathing expanding nicely and easy. Looks like magic. It's not. It's how we work when we integrate body, breathing, and mind. Now, if you go back as before, we should already be able to feel that something has changed. We are a little more open, a little more easy, also in the posture, also in the mind. And if this sitting like this is not comfortable, can be done on the chair, we understand why, very easy. And we can also do kneeling. So the next one, the next part, we do kneeling. So now observe so you're kind of nice and open, but then put one hand on the abdomen and one on the chest. And now you probably see that expand even more. Now return to the hands. And we can feel our body expanding. And also probably we can feel the three dimension of breath. It's not something just superficial or that we feel somehow in the front, but you feel it also moving in the back, moving in the side. And we just did it by focusing our attention. Now we do another consideration to the diaphragms, because we sometimes we have an idea that at least we have what is called the respiratory diaphragm, but we sometimes don't think or don't know sometimes that we also have a pelvic diaphragm, a throat or laryngeal diaphragm, and then according to some systems under at the nape, under the part of the brain is called the tentorium, there is another diaphragm, and then some other system consider a fifth diaphragm on the top. But let's consider what are more, sometimes there is also the consideration of the chest diaphragm. But we consider somehow these three, the respiratory diaphragm, the pelvic diaphragm, and the throat diaphragm. And we follow with our hands this diaphragm connected to our breathing. So when we inhale, you keep the hands above, like before, at the abdomen, a little to the sides. But as the expansion of the abdomen starts, we put our hands at the side, at the top, at the sides of the throat. And then for a moment, we remain letting the space opening more. Like you feel really your throat remaining relaxed, open. And then exhale. And put your hands at the base of the pubis. And again, remain one moment there, relaxed. It means you are not inhaling, what we call empty hold. And then move again the hands here and start inhaling. And then observe the breath. Of course, also this one can be done on the chair. And again, observe the posture, observe the mind, the general sensation. And then we stretch forward our arms and try to put the forehead in front of your knees. If you are on the chair, you put your hands at the knees and stay like this. If you are sitting in this position, you move forward a little. In this case, this is the best position. And then we sit back. And hopefully you have an experience that is really enjoyable. Thank you very much for this session. That's it. Thank you.